Okay, there's a private chat. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have a private chat, and then we have the group, the public chat. So decide on which one will work out for you. Okay, so thank God we are here. Tony is here. Tony to the stream. Tony, okay, so it's live on both Facebook, our Facebook group, and also our Facebook page, and also our YouTube. So everyone can, those who want to share, that's where you can find the link and stuff. But anyway, so thank you guys. I'm excited. I'm waiting for the rest of the team to join. And so today, for anyone that have tuned in, we want to thank you for coming and joining us to hear us out, Expanding Boundaries International. And today, our goal is to bring you in. The team have been doing an awesome job, but we wanted to bring you all in to let you know what is going on about expanding boundaries, particularly on the. Is somebody playing? Okay, on the STEAM exchange, the science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics side of expanding boundaries. So, with that being said, we have Casey here, we have Comfort here, we have Alexis, we have Ben, we have Jason, all the way from London coming to join. And Sadiq is also here, but I think he just got dropped. He's dialing in from Ghana. And then we have Tony also here. So if I don't tell you where they're coming from, to let you know, they are coming from the United States. So anyway, so yeah, we will start off by introducing the program manager, and to allow him to talk about the program. So Ben, you are on mute, Ben.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, thank you. I appreciate it though. Really excited. We've been trying to get this. We have been working on this program for a while, and the whole idea is to expand STEM education not in only in Ghana but in the rural USA. So we do have students here in the US. It's not just in Ghana and West Africa. So basically, I mean, since inception we've had STEM education, STEM program with EBI, and because it's a travel tips and tricks NGO. We kind of put it in the back burner, but we kind of revive it lately. And the whole goal is to help students in rural area, rural Ghana, to increase participation in STEM education. Not only that, but also involve them in critical thinking, analytical and good communication. And it's been an awesome trip so far. I mean, there are a lot of things that we could talk about internally. We have a lot of things that actually had happened for us to really want to get this thing done. One of the reasons why I came on board was to help with the STEM, re-energize the STEM education, STEM program, and we've had a lot of people really interested in not only helping out, like volunteering, but also want to be partnering with us. And that has given us a different energy to get this program going. um, in short, basically, what we were trying to do is to improve STEM, not only STEM education in Ghana, but also the STEM participation in girls in Ghana. And because of the large youth population in Africa, we feel like STEM is the next best um, education that can help the youth, and basically give them skills that can match what the world is looking for. I'm not gonna. I'm basically gonna go ahead and just skim through what we've done real quick. I don't know if Letitia, if it's okay, or you have like a agenda.
Since you've introduced yourself, we will let the rest introduce, and then
Oh, you wanted an introduction? I thought you
yeah,
wanted the whole program. Sorry, I keep going, and you guys can
no,
have
it's
me.
so we're gonna now allow Casey to also introduce herself and just to give people the overview of who you are.
Okay, so just not specifics with STEAM yet.
Yeah, introduction.
Okay, so I am Casey Rigby, and I am the fundraising director for EBI. And I just joined at the beginning of this year, and so I am working via sponsorships, grants, and donations, any in-kind or monetary donations, to help support the our 4 core programs and the mission of EBI.
Thank you, Casey. And then I'm gonna let Comfort also introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Comfort. I also joined EBI the beginning of this year, and I'm the content creator. So I've been working on a couple of stuff for our website and for our virtual tour, and also working on some stuff for our June visit to Ghana. So that's all about me.
Did you just give out the secret about Ghana? Okay.
I thought it was out there. I thought it was out there, so you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Okay, so we want to Alexis to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm a communications strategist, and I work as the program director for the EBI City Explorers program. And our motto is to expand students' boundaries one trip at a time. We're into getting students to experience different cities beyond what they're used to. A lot of our inner city students are boxed in, and some have never even been outside of that city that they grew up in. So our goal is really to get them out, to venture beyond that and explore the world. So that's what I've been doing with EBI, and I've been with them since April of 2020. So yeah.
Thank you, Alexis. Now we have Jason here, and I told you guys, this is love right here for him to be here. This hour of the day, our Ghana and our UK family. So, Jason, over to you.
Can you guys hear me? So hi guys, my name's Jason. I joined the team recently. We'll be helping with kind of like creating the courses and also especially in the science division. I am a PhD student in the UK, so I guess I'll be bringing some kind of science expertise to help with kind of like creating courses and stuff. So really excited to be part of the team, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you. And then I was okay, Pierre just got here, so we're not
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So with Pierre now joining, we want to give it's Prof or Sadiq here, and so that we want to introduce you guys to our Rural Smile community. So when they are done, then Pierre can introduce himself. So Sadiq or Prof, anyone that is ready, because I know your internet is having issues. So Prof, can you hear us? Okay, when they come. So I want to just give a little bit background about Rural Smile Foundation. When they come and they're able to talk, that would be great. So they are also in close to Kumasi, in a region or a district called Ejura. So their organization really help anyone that is in need of their assistance. They have built libraries for their community. They have been helping the young ladies to learn how to sew. So they've been doing a lot of great things. So I got connected with them through Richard, the program manager for our STEAM program in Ghana. And out of the whole conversation, we realized that they have kids also that also need a STEAM or STEM education. So they have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 6 students, right, that have joined our original students to so we have been training them also along the way. And when they come, I will allow them to talk more because I'm really bad at giving people I'm talking about people's resume. But anyway, I will now yield to Pierre.
It's fun stuff, isn't it? Isn't it great?
Hey, nice.
So my name is Pierre Holsebus. I'm a technical specialist, and my camera just went out. So let me fix that in a second here. My battery just died on it. So anyways, I'll fix that in a sec. But yeah, my name is Pierre Holsebus. I work for Microsoft. Although my opinions are my own, as they say, you know, but nonetheless, I work for Microsoft. I'm a technical specialist, and you know, I just have a real passion for folks all over, whether they're here in the United States or globally, that you know are challenged to understand technology and to make it part of their lives. And really, it's kind of like it's been a kind of a superpower for many of us that are technologists. You know, it kind of helps accelerate our ability to get engaged with people and to be more productive in our jobs on a daily basis. But what the challenge often is that folks that don't have that technical acumen or are able to you know, leverage technology that's in front of them, you know, they're being kept from opportunities. It becomes a barrier then actually to long-term success. And so, you know, enabling and empowering individuals to get prepared for whether that's a workforce or just better able to connect to their community or tell their story from their viewpoint, from their community, to share that to the world. I think that's my goal. That's my passion, and why I just love this project. Who couldn't be inspired by our teachers that we are supporting? You know, when we share parts of the stories of the folks, especially in Ghana, the Rural Smile, Richard's group, you know, these folks that have a tremendous passion for their kids, and you know, that just inspires me every day to to see these guys trying to teach, you know, Excel on a blackboard. It's just that kind of commitment and passion they have for their students is infectious. And really, you know, when you're on a basketball team or something like that, and you have one of your teammates who's really excelling and doing awesome, you just want to bring your game up higher, don't you? And you just want to play better. And so that's how I feel. I feel so inspired, and I just want to bring my game up higher too, working with our friends over in Ghana and in Baltimore and all over in the different communities that this organization is spending time in. So
Thank you, Pierre. So guys, see, if you don't show your face, I don't even know you are around. I'm not even lying. I even forgot Tony's here. So Tony, over to you. Tony, we cannot hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, of course, like I said, as Leticia said, yeah, my name is Tony, and I've been around EBI for some time now, and I've been working very, 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 very hard for EBI, and Leticia can attest to that. But
I am not confirming that. Thank you. Continue.
Oh man, I'm hurt. So my joining EBI, the passion that I have for education, and also see people excelling, and when you develop somebody and you see the person moving from step A to step B, and you see how the person improve, is something that will give you the passion to do more. And when you see the program that we have, it is not just only a STEM program, but it is STEAM. Art is part of the program. And what we want to do in the rural areas in Ghana and in United States is also taking the youth and the children to the next level. We don't want anybody to be left behind. So you might look at us like we are just a few, but together we are really moving things in other parts of the world. So I'm glad to be part of the team, and we will take the world to the next level.
Thank you, Tony. Now, Sadiq, can you hear us? Are you good? Sadiq is dialing all the way from Ghana, so it's a little bit of issue. Sadiq, are you on mute?
Yeah, hello, Letitia.
Hi, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, hello, Letitia. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were doing introduction. So can you introduce us yourself and also Rural Smile?
yeah. Well, good evening to you. Oh, my name is Abubakar Sadiq. I'm a mathematics school teacher here in Ghana, and also the executive director for Rural Smile Foundation. We work to promote education, to support girls to learn trade, and also persons living with disability in rural communities. And I'm glad to tell you that our organization is fully run by volunteers. And through that, we've been able to do a whole lot to change the lives of so many vulnerable people in the rural communities. We got connected with Expanding Boundaries International because of their vision to actually impact rural kids in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And so far, we've got 6 kids who are on the program, 3 girls and 3 boys that we're starting with, because we believe that science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics are mediums through which we can use to solve complex problems in our societies. So basically, this is what I can say for now.
Thank you so much. So you guys heard it. It's really amazing to connect with a great mind like Sadiq, because I think he, for knowing him, he's making me a better person. Because you don't tell Sadiq anything that he does. Okay, what are the? Let me know. He was saying his list. What does this thing mean? What does that mean? And I'm like, okay, hold on, I'll be back. So he's really, really been a big, big, tremendous support in helping us push it. So now that you guys know all of us, and I know some of us have been going in and out, there some people could not join because of some unexpected emergency, but nevertheless, I think we have a great team here, so we're gonna do the best that we can. So now, a little bit about the background of the STEAM program, as Ben tried to share a little bit with you guys, is that the main goal is helping our young adults, our youth, to be part of the solution that is going on in their community. So we want to start off early to give them that idea or the notion about all the careers that are in the STEM or STEAM education. Give them that access, start them early with that conversation, with the hopes that as they grow, they will want to, I would say, pick a niche and then stay focused on it. So one of our biggest, I think our long-term goal as time goes by and the kids grow and they find their area that they want to stay on, EBI will, with the great team members here, will be able to teach them and help them get the certifications that they need in those areas. But for now, we want to start that conversation about STEM and all those stuff. And the A in it is very important because our organization is all about cultural dialogue, cultural tolerance, and all those stuff. So as I don't want to really talk much today. It's just to really give you guys an overview of what has been going on. So we want to bring in again our STEAM program director, Ben, and Ben will tell us about the whole overview, the timeline, since last year with the whole pandemic and everything, all that we have been trying to get things rolling in with our Ghana kids and also waiting to also bring in our American student insights. So I want Ben to share with us some of the aha moment and not so aha moment in him being in this position.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't introduce myself. I was all about the stand when you call up on me. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, my name is Benjamin. I'm a project manager for Lehman's Corporations, and I'm also project manager for um, the EBI STEAM program. And since the inception, we basically what we're trying to do is to give the kids a platform or the chance for them to transition from education to employment. So we give them their skills, like real life STEM activities that they can use in real life. One of the focus that we're trying to one of the places that we're trying to focus is be very creative, creative thinkers, analytics, and good communication. And that's where the art comes in. We use art to bridge the gap between uh, the American kids and the Ghanaian kids. They're able to communicate with different forms of art. They're able to get some of the ideas that they have through the arts and music and like cultural significance and all of that. Since we started this, we have increased the STEM participation in Ghana, especially the Kumasi area, quite a lot. We have been able to get them to start thinking critically, because when we started, when it comes to communication, they were a little bit shy of communicating how their skill set can help their community. But since then, we've been able to let them figure out problems in the community that they can really solve, and they've come up with really creative ideas that they can solve in their community. And it has been it's been a really amazing journey with them lately. We When you talk to them, you can tell the confidence that is coming out. They're prepared to be part of the solutions in their communities. And it has given us a different energy in the whole team to be able to pursue this whole project. And every person, everyone on board has been very instrumental in getting this project going, even with people that are not directly involved with it. So for me, I'll say the whole mission for this program and the reason why we wanted to embark on this program is to for them to transition from the education background, the theory background that they have, to the employment, having the skill set that they actually need in the real world. So our team, we've been able to we're trying to get STEM activities like robotics and coding and engineering solutions that they can practice with it to the kids, so they can be able to see the real. If you ask someone what's Pythagoras theory, they're not just gonna give you a squared plus b squared equals c squared. They're actually telling you the reason why Pythagoras is gonna be able to help their communities to solve problems. So that's basically what the nutshell of what we are trying to do. What we've had some challenges since, especially when it comes to communicating with the students back home in Ghana. We've had some power problem, load shedding problem with them, so they're not able to turn on in their computers and their equipment to have that communication when it comes to virtual learning. um, We also have some data, network issues in that community. And so one of our mission, or one of the things that we're trying to do right now, is to get them work off online with the elements that we provide. So even if we're not online, they're able to do their work without being, using their data. So that's one of the places that we're gonna focus. We also want to really involve the teachers and make them real like role models, so they can be able to not only direct the kids to the right, lead the kids to the right direction, but also encourage them and inspire them and motivate them to be able to not only partake in STEM education, but just love what you're doing, because most people, a lot of people go to work not loving what they're doing. It's because they are not encouraged to do it. They just, they feel like it's a 9 to 5, situation. So we really want, we invest in the teachers to make sure that they also be able to encourage these kids to love what they're doing, what they are teaching, and be a role model. And since we had some uh, we have some milestones. We sent about 40 40 webcams and 40 headphones to the kids, and for them to be able to join this virtual program. We started this STEM LMS for them to be able to. We've had like course materials that are going to be giving them critical thinking and real world experience so far, but we have really big plans for them. As Comfort, we know that we are in the process of actually being on the ground and helping these students not only see, be part of that and have an interaction with us, but also give them the equipment and all the solutions that they need, have that interaction, like, basically be on the ground and just see what's going on, so we can be able to help when we come back home. um I I'm not gonna talk too much because I think I have uh,
It's passion.
I know. I really, to tell. I mean, personally, I have when I came on board, I have been part of a STEM program in the inner city Minneapolis before, and I saw uh, these kids. They really want to be building something. These cool stuff. Like VRs and the drones and all these cool stuff. They want to be part of it, and that's the same thing that goes on in Ghana. These kids want to be part of it. They just don't have the resource. So for us to be, having this initiative and giving them the access to resources that they can, build something that they've been seeing on TV and YouTube. It's just, I'm proud of this team, and I'm really proud of being part of this program.
Okay, thank you so much. So, as he was talking, you heard about a little bit about some of the issues that we've had as a team. And I would say that from the get go of this program, we as a team have been so careful not to dump things on the students. So, we've been testing out different things. And last year, Emily's not here. It was Emily and myself. We met here, and for the first time in DC, and we were just chatting, and as we were talking, we were like, Pierre, like, Ghana needs help, this. And Pierre, one of the stuff that he was sharing, I want Pierre to talk about one of the reason why it's like we all got bumped up, like we got to do this, because Pierre has really already been doing this thing of STEM program with other kids outside the United States. So we want to give him that chance to share with us what he's been doing, and the long run, what we want the Ghana kid also to be able to do as time goes by. Yeah. Mute. You're on mute, Pierre.
You're on mute. You're on mute. That's the dog was barking in
word
the background.
Century.
This is how we all work from home now, and it's all hilarious. Yeah, it's I love what Ben was just saying, really about creativity, and that's such a critical part of what we're doing. I think, because the thing is with technologists, it is a lot of what we're finding to be successful. It's a learn by doing kind of model, because the curriculums and things on this order can only take you so far. A lot of becoming proficient in technology is actually applying that and being creative with the application of that, and taking the different ingredients that you have, so to speak, and kind of cooking up, your little recipe and then enjoying that success. And so that's, I just love the connection that it's not just, hey, this is how you code, or this is how you do a particular function, but, inspiring kids and mixing that up in a creative way is really important. And we find that successful technologists have so many different components. It's not just the technical ability, but it's the ability to communicate that and pull it all together, so to speak, in terms of telling your story or using the tools to meet the needs of, if you're serving customers or whatever it is, to kind of make those connections. So in and of itself, technology isn't just its own thing. It has to be applied. Some of the things that we're doing, which are really kind of cool in this space, one of them is Microsoft a couple of years ago purchased a little company out of Europe called Minecraft. And the Minecraft platform has really blossomed in the education space for the reasons many of that I just mentioned. One is that it is a creative space that allows kids to create environments. And so we see different programs that happen where, like in Australia and in New Zealand, kids are recreating national monuments and stuff like that as a community project, and building and just collaborating together in that space on these just pretty big projects, actually, to recreate, in a virtual space, a kind of a virtual tour of their location of where they live, and the kids basically a way to tell their stories. That space is also providing really K through 12. It's actually pretty amazing that the diversity now that's gone into that, as teachers and educators all over are using it to teach biodiversity, ecology, because you exist in a virtual space. You're able to kind of see the effects of wildfire on the environment and how that affects the entire ecosystem. So there is a lot that's going on in the space around the creative nature of the programs that we're delivering. So those are fun things, and we're looking how can we get that into the next kind of round of kids and stuff like that. So help them experience that. Ghana is presents a really unique challenge for us all. I think the will to go out and do great things is there. It really is challenging just to get the details, like as they say, the devil's in the details. And so, getting basic things like on Saturday, we struggled with just electricity, literally electricity in the classroom. And so we're working on problems that, require some creative solutions, and kind of just working in an environment where it's just really challenging. There's a lot of kind of environmental challenges, if you will, around infrastructure and things on that order. So that's the thing. That's what I like about this too, is that we're doing things in some ways it's kind of pioneering in that sense. We're kind of doing something that hasn't really been done before to a large extent. For folks that are new to this, one of the things to consider, because I know a lot of us live and grew up in the United States, and computers were something that's pretty ubiquitous. And so it's kind of hard for us to sometimes comprehend the challenges. But, if you if you think about it, about 50% of the people on the planet don't have electricity in their house. Like, and so we're worried about like here a broadband internet service, but kids, some of the kids in the Rural Smile program and the schools that they're teaching in don't have electricity in their schools, right? That's a problem to try to teach technology to kids that are challenged in those ways. And so that becomes, other things that we're looking to do as a community to help provide infrastructure and bring along with us not only the great ideas and some curriculum, but also some educators that are able to deliver on a curriculum and the infrastructure that's required to do it. And it's pretty cool to see where we're going overall, but those are some of the challenges. Those are like, it's kind of disheartening sometimes, right? For all of us to kind of have a, like, woohoo, we're delivering a great program when the lights aren't on. Like that's a problem. Those are challenges, but we believe we're going to be able to overcome those things, and we're going to be able to, make a difference there. So.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So when we discussed with Pierre about all the great things that they're doing in Europe, I was like, wait, there is no way Ghana or Africa in itself cannot tap into this. So our
Sure.
goal is as we grow, then we can also allow the kids to have that access and all those things with all this great, I would say, tailored certifications and programs that are career ready. That's the long-term goal. And so like he's talking about having no power and all those stuff. Like it is crazy. And this pandemic has shown that disparities in it's like all educations are not created the same. We all know that. But when schools were closed, some of these kids is literally closed. There was nothing to do. They are just home. And Richard is not here. He was really like, we got to get the kids going, but he didn't even have that enough resources. The great thing, he had a computer lab, but that was about it. So EBI, during the pandemic and other stuff, it's like, okay, what we can help out with is send you guys money for data because the kids were learning how to write. And in the school, about 200 kids, they could not even, he couldn't take care of all 200 kids because in their computer lab is only 45 computers anyway. So it was a handful of students and just them learning perfecting their writing and their typing and all those stuff. And in between them, just prepping them and getting them ready for the STEM and the STEAM program. So I want to bring in, and one thing I want you guys to understand is that the team on EBI is so loaded with skills. It's crazy. We have Jason, who is a PhD candidate right now, and we have Tony, a network engineer, and then like everybody here, Ben, already project manager, tech project manager. Like everybody here is loaded with skills. So the students are so lucky to have people who have the passion to do that. So I want to bring in Ben and Tony to share a little bit, especially Tony, about the curriculum. And because last week we had our safety online, and safety online nearly didn't come through because there was no safety online nearly didn't come through because there was no light, there was no power. But lucky for us, they eventually got power. So Tony, we want to hear from you. What is your goal when it comes to the curriculum that you are creating for the students?
So thank you. So like what she said, a couple of weeks ago, we wanted to start concerning the EBI and like at least start from day one, then we go to day two. Day one is very important. So our main goal was to start with something for them to know the safety of the internet. But unfortunately, our first week, we had to go without power. And the second week too, it came back again without power, but we still tried to do something. But the goal is for them to understand the things that is going on. That number one, what we are going to teach or study is basically online, and we have to get them the understanding of how for them to access the online and also the dangers of online activities. So we don't want to assume that they know, but you have to give them a study about it. That this is what the online is about, the safety net on online. Then also, as Ben said about the robotics and the drones and stuff, they need to have a basic understanding of at least the computer skills, how a motherboard, what is a motherboard? And every system has a motherboard. So we will try to incorporate all these things, like the basic understanding of the computer. Then from the basic understanding of the computer, with to the next level of at least creating something that they will do or they will like, and also giving them the tools that is needed and how for them to use the tool to create another tool that is not available for them to resolve an issue, right? So it is so important that in our curriculum is based, as we said, on technology, how to how the art of technology. I can put it like that, and also for them to have the critical thinking. Critical thinking is good, right? That you tell them, you give them a cell phone, and you tell them how would a cell phone look like in 10 years. Let them go and work that project. How would your watch, or how would something look like in 10 years? So you look at it today and you start developing. You see your creative thinking, and to train them to develop their own thinking, that this cell phone in 10 years will look like this, right? So in the curriculum that we have, it is I like it. I like the way that we are going, that we are putting all our the skill that we've had through our jobs, the skill that we have acquired in everyday life, and also to set them to a place that I think that they are in good hands.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, we don't want to dump. We keep saying we don't want to dump anything on the student. We don't want to dump anything. So, we are very, very carefully trying different things out. We actually even hired a curriculum person to help us create a curriculum. We've been through different platforms, different platforms to make sure that is it user friendly and stuff. I don't know how even Ben can step in the number of times he one time spent almost like 2 months or so on one platform, setting it up, customizing it, and then it was like, nah, he want to go as a student to see how it works. And then he called me like, Letitia, I'm sorry. I feel bad to bring this into you. I'm like, what is going on? I don't think this platform is gonna work for that. Because I'm like,
No.
what? we spent
No, yeah. So so basically, this platform that we chose was is a platform for LMS for like workers, people that are working on their like job, your the different jobs, and um, it wasn't meant for the kids, meant for learning platform for the kids. And one of the stats that I actually want to highlight here is like 38% of the kids in Africa don't have power to study. Like the they don't have energy, and we have alternate energies all over the place that is not being tapped into. So basically they do have the resources, and like I was going back to what, when we had the first meeting with them, they had all these ideas, sanitation ideas to, ideas to eradicate sanitation, make sanitation, make the community clean, and focus on sanitation. They had alternate energy ideas. They have all these light, street lights that don't turn on because they don't have power, and they were talking about different, alternate idea energy to fix them. So they do have this. They have the ideas. They have the resources. They just need people like us to come in to help them tap into these, resources, and tap into that ideas and help them build it to get their communities function. Because if you see 38% of kids that go to school don't have power, this I mean, how are they even going to start? This it's the basics. And so this is the reason why we as a team has come together, regardless what you do, whether you're marketing or fundraising or PR person, or a mentor. It's necessary what we are doing, because these kids, um people don't pay a lot of people don't pay attention to. A lot of NGOs just go and donate, but they don't, they are not into the community. We are trying to actually build these kids. However many that we have, we're going to follow their career path, not just give them resources for what they need right now, but also follow them and give them all the different help that they can use to build their careers, because we see the potential in them. We don't just recruit kids from anywhere. We make sure that we access them, ask them the right questions, and we see the potential that they can, and be able to build on that potential. So our one of our KPIs is to be able to get them into the universities, STEM ready, because I think it's the numbers was really putrid. It's like 8% of the kids go to university as a STEM ready. I was reading this article during this pandemic. STEM jobs went from 38% to 42%. There is the need for STEM jobs. There are, like, all these technology, especially in during the pandemic. Technology has become the part, our part of our society. So there are jobs for everybody. It's just that they're not ready. And so this is the reason why we, as a team, we want to come together to make sure that these kids are ready, and they are able to fix solutions in their communities through STEM.
Yeah, it's just we want them to be part of the solution in all aspects. And when Tony was talking about his curriculum, about and everybody saying we want to be part of the solution and be ready for the careers in STEM. So Comfort has created this great amazing slideshow, I guess, class or course to allow them, but I will let Comfort do the explanation on what she has done when it comes to careers in STEM or STEM education, and what she has learned, and what she like what had the process has been in her creating that. Comfort.
Um, okay. So I would say that my exposure to EBI and getting to know the STEM or STEAM program that we are running has helped me a lot, because there were certain jobs or careers out there that I didn't even know existed, or should I say, uh, that were under the STEM program. So whilst coming up with a PPT or coming out with, should I say, a study guide,
Mhm.
I kind of felt that we are presenting these to kids. They need to be as simple as possible. And doing that was a bit difficult for me, because I was trying to figure out the best way to make it very understandable to the kids. But I would say that after much research on different platforms, I was able to come up with something fun and something innovative. And I would say this is my first time being or working as a content creator. I've never really engaged myself in that field before. So that was the difficult part of it. But then I would say that looking at the STEM program, there are so many opportunities out there that I feel we can expose our Ghanaian kids to. Because I feel, coming from a Ghanaian background, all we would ever think of is, oh, I want to grow up to be a doctor. I want to grow up to be a nurse. I want to grow up to be a lawyer. That's like just the limit that we have. That's what everybody kind of thinks about. It might have changed in a year or two, but then just looking at this program and then doing the research, I realized, oh, there are so many things out there. You can be, how should I say it? Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for pulling that up. Because so you can be a computer engineer, which is not new, but then I don't know how many of our kids down in Ghana are exposed to these things. You can be a statistician. I don't know how many of our kids are also exposed to this. And you can even be an environmental scientist. I know here in the United States and other Western countries, some of these kids are already exposed to some of these career opportunities. But then I cannot say the same for our Ghanaian kids because that's where I grew up and I moved to this country in 2015. So I kind of know the dynamics out there, and all the parents just want their kids just doing the kind of like jobs I had mentioned earlier on. So I think this is something broad. This is innovative. This is something new that we can expose our kids to, let them know, oh, you deciding to do something in mathematics, you deciding to do something in technology, you deciding to do something with your creative arts doesn't limit you. It doesn't make you feel less compared to your mates or less of how should I say, an intellectual, because all these different careers are very important in making the world a better place. So I would say that's what I've learned so far in creating this PowerPoint, and I can't wait for it to get down there. I can't wait for us to engage with the kids and just show them these different things out there and then help them on their career path and see where it goes from there. So I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. That's all I can say I have for now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and Jason will tell you. Jason will tell you because Jason is a crazy advocate for the different sciences. And when we connected with Jason, it was through Ben. And I was like, Jason, do you want to teach a class? No, I want to learn from them. I want to know exactly what they want. I don't want to dump I don't want to dump my ideas on them. I want to get feedback from them before I can proceed. And I want Jason to talk about all the things that he has in store and planned and his passion for the different areas in science, because we talked about how some of the students come from Ghana or Africa and they coming here to do be a doctor or medical medicine, and then they come here and they realize that holy crap, computer science is easier than being at school, and they find out about all these different career paths. And then all of a sudden you ask them a few years later that, okay, what are you doing? And then it's like, oh, I changed my major, So these are some of the things that we want Jason to step in and talk about that. Jason, are you on mute?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I first connected with Ben at a conference and he told me about EBI, it sounded amazing because it's something that I'm very passionate about. Because
Jason,
I think
pause for a minute. Jason, sorry. Somebody has a question, and can anybody want to answer? Alexis, want to answer? This question is towards. What is it?
I don't.
Let me try and answer. So basically, yes.
I don't understand the question.
Yeah. So when Comfort was talking about the slideshow that she did,
yes,
and you were sharing about how our kids are really limited on information and different cultures and stuff. So she's asking that, does it tie down to this? Yes, it does. And everything that we are doing at the end of the day is to allow the kids to be culturally, I guess, tolerant and ready, and to expose them to different things. So even with the slideshow that Comfort did with the different career goals and stuff, we are gonna still find different ways to insert in our culture and our different things that we can do in our community that can benefit us, our different career field that we think our community might need for the expansion and the growth of our community. And then as time goes by, to one of the biggest things that we are so adamant is that when you go to the tech field or even anywhere else in this world, people are coming from different walks of background, to work in this big tech giant. When you go to Google, Microsoft, people are coming from different places. So we want our students to be ready to, I guess, be toe to toe and also be more accommodating with people from different background, different beliefs, be different culture, whatever it is, and be able to have that conversation without being prejudiced. So that, I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So
exactly. We want our students to be able to collaborate cross-culturally. We want them to be able to, have conversations with people from different walks of life and be able to secure positions and jobs so that they can venture beyond, their own restrictions from their environment and what they're accustomed to. So yeah, that does tie in. We're all about just empowering our inner city students to learn about things that they might not have learned about had it not been for us. We really want to bridge that gap in information so that, we can support them on their journey to success.
Thank you. So now, Jason, back to you. We wanted to answer this question before. So thank you, Blanca, for really staying in tune and grilling us, making sure we are paying attention. Yeah. So now, Jason, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, like I was saying, when I met with Ben at a conference and he told me about EBI, it kind of aligned with what I'm passionate about. And I think I'm a big believer of you can't be what you haven't seen. And I guess you guys are doing a good job of showing them that you can be this. Like I think Comfort just touched on it on like all the different careers. How can you be a biomedical engineer if you've never seen what a biomedical engineer is? And I think that's what is great about kind of like what this is doing. I always share the story to people about how I met someone that I hadn't seen in a while, and he asked me what are you doing now, and I told him that, oh, I'm a scientist at this company, and he was like, oh wow, a black scientist. And that kind of like took me back because it's like he didn't really see himself as someone who could be a scientist because it's not really for us. And a lot of people are like that. So I'm very passionate about kind of like mentoring people to show that it doesn't matter where you're from, whether you're from the inner city, whether you're from a village in like near Kumasi or whatever, you can still kind of like either be a scientist, you can be in tech. And I think like when it comes to like Ghana and African countries, it's not because of lack of like talent or whatever. It's we have the resources, we have the talent. It's just kind of like the knowledge. And by showing these kids kind of like, this is how you get to this next step. It's about showing them that we have the stuff in Ghana, we have the stuff in these African countries. We just need to connect the dots. And I think that's what EBI is doing well. And that's why I'm very excited to be part of the team. And yeah, that's just
Thank you.
me.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, he's gonna help us to bring people in different field in the tech or STEAM programs and stuff to put a face, to these career field, to allow the student to see themselves in these people and empower them. So that's one of the strongest area that Jason will be helping us in that. So I know Amos is here. Amos is like, I text him like, Amos, your face. Amos is here. And so Amos is our coordinator in Ghana. He's based in Accra, but I will allow him to introduce himself. And Amos, you do your own justice. What are you about? What are you doing? And what have you been helping EBI with? You're on mute.
Here you go. Everybody's on mute.
So my name is Amos, and I'm the EIB coordinator in Ghana. I currently live in Accra, which is a couple of miles from the actual project center. But I actually joined EIB through Tony, who introduced me. And mostly part of my work here is actually because I travel a lot around Ghana. I'm more into community development. in different areas. And so I joined the team with the experience of knowing the terrain and understanding how institutions work down here, and also how best we can get access to like different knowledge, especially with the growing interest in STEM like across the world. And so how we can give rural kids the opportunity to experience and have the opportunity to also exchange ideas and get to learn. Like Jason said, I appreciate the fact that he said he wants to learn from them and not just dump what he knows. So at least there's that kind of partnership and cooperation, and also like a lot of us community development people are always seeking, there's some sort of ownership, and then people tend to lead the process to see the change and be the change that they want to be. So yeah, thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, and I want Alexis to share a little bit. Alexis has really been the I would say when she joined, she's like, our appearance got to be done. It's got to be changed and stuff. So I want to bring Alexis in to talk about how, as a team, we have been so, I guess, being intentional when it comes to the STEAM program and how we present the program and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So we have tried really hard to create a consistent brand image, and this goes to, building trust with our consumers, and then hopefully, gaining more students to take part in our activities and the things that we do. So that was one of the main things I did when I came on board. I was like, wait, we need colors here. What are they going to be? So we settled on the dark blue and the like seafoam mint green. And part of that was just like blue represents like a clearing of energy, like a clean slate. And then we want to build off of that. And one of the hardest parts about it in the beginning was maintaining that consistent brand voice and trying to figure out who we want to serve and how we can get through to the students. And that's one of the things we're still working on now. And hopefully we're getting a little bit better with social media engagement, this, that, whatever. But
day by day, we keep getting better. And I think one of the things that the team knows that nobody's an expert. We are all trying. It's all passion. Everything that we are doing is passion, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And I want Sadiq to come on and share, because we have now like 8 minutes left. So don't want to, because if you leave us, we're gonna stay here till that kingdom come, but we don't want to do that. So just now, everybody think about the need. I will give everybody the chance to talk. And even somebody have said it before, don't worry about it. You can repeat it just to emphasize exactly. So before I even bring in Sadiq and stuff, this coming June, EBI is working. We are like, I don't know, we praying, we fasting, we working. After prayer, you have to work, So we are doing all that we can. We want to go to Ghana this coming June, and we are preparing, gathering stuff. So I want Sadiq to share, as we've been working on, so what are some of the setbacks him and his team have been facing. I know for me, I'll tell you, in case you forget, that even their internet service or their router was really not up to par. So EBI have to now send in money for them to get we call it some power booster or something, so that they can have a little. And even I was like, wait, this is the best you guys have? Anyway, I will let him talk about those stuff. So Sadiq, over to you. Sadiq, are you here? Oh, okay. While we wait, when he's able to talk, I think his network is a little bit, when he's able. So now I'm allowing everyone. I don't know where to start from. Maybe the program manager can share with us some of the needs or things that we need as we are preparing for our Ghana trip and stuff. So project manager, yeah.
We need money.
What is tasty?
No, we need all resources, and when we talk to these kids, and let me bring in like a little personal um some that happened to me when I went to Ghana the first time is when I was talking to a few so-called developers, and they they have the skills, they have the will to want to do this work. They are self-taught. They go on YouTube and learn all these things. But one of the hindrance is that it's really hard for anybody to just focus you know if you have other personal problems like food to eat and clothes to wear, and like things that we take for granted in this country. So one thing I would say is that like the basic stuff, basic things that we take for granted here, sometimes it's like the little hindrance for some kids to learn how to code and how to improve themselves in the rural areas. So when we talk to them, and we talked to the project manager back home in Ghana, he emphasized on like maybe shoes and backpack and stationaries for the kids, just to get them energized or motivated to want to go to school, because these little things, they they are very necessary. They are necessity in this this that environment. So that's what I would say, that the basic things is sometimes as basic as shelter and food. So definitely money will help out with all these little things. But anything that you want to send in our way, just let us know, notify us, and we'll see if it's something that can help. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would say.
Okay. Yeah, Letitia, if you can also put the Amazon list, the
Oh,
link to the Amazon list to
I
so
am
people,
bringing it. People
yeah,
are ready.
yeah, so people, it can be easy for some of the people. And as Ben said, if you are able to donate, our hands are wide open. Remember, it's not for EBI, it is for people, for the young people out there.
Okay. Yeah, so we have Amazon wish list, which I'm going to share. Um, hold up. What is okay? It's right here.
Are you having a technical difficulty?
No, I'm not having a technical difficulty. You, when I'm done, I'll come for you at where you are. Okay, so okay, charity list. So this is the charity list that we have, and we are still adding and building on it. And these things, I don't know how to. It's like we need computers. We need we need webcams. We need everything, that something that we don't even think about, like laptops. We have students that they've started a program with us. They're gonna end up going to uni, and they don't want to just drop. They want to continue. How can they stay connected when they leave the community? So we need laptops and stuff, and clothing, like Ben was saying, shoes, because it's like you don't want somebody to come to a program and they have all these things as a burden onto them. They cannot function. So we are just we have all these lists of things that we want our community to step in to support us, because the back to school supply, um, backpacks, all the STEM robotic stuff, and laptop tablets is also needed, and a few drones here and there, and some technical STEM stuff that we need. So it's on our website, and also over here the link, we will email the link to our followers and stuff. But anyone that wants to support us, that is the list. And I know our program manager is building more, adding more on the stuff that we need. And so I don't know, anybody have anything else to add to the list of things that we are asking. Anyone? Okay.
Well, we can use volunteers too. Like Jason was saying, that we need people to come on board. People that can, they look like these kids have accomplished some, and they can look up to them and say, okay, you know what, this is it's something that I can do. So we also need volunteers. You can go on the website and sign up. It just few minutes of your time just to motivate these kids. They are, I'm telling you what, they are really ready to put in the work. They just need us to motivate them and get them working.
Let me add up to what Ben is saying. I was actually going to hit on that to say, this training for the kids is an opportunity for them to also understand that there are um, other opportunities at their disposal that they could explore and look into, which they might never get. Sorry, if they don't have this opportunity. And so, if you have the skill, if you have the technique, and yeah, you like to impact on children and also get to learn a great deal from the Ghanaian kids who have more history, more stories to tell based on how their day went, and then what you're given in exchange. I think you should just sign up and yeah, join us and let's make the impact I want to make.
Yeah, we say it takes a village, and as much as we need funding, which we can't stress enough about that, we also need human capital a lot, because we want to allow the student to see people and connect with them. If you are in a career that is STEM related or STEAM related, please reach out. And then we are working on, even when we go to Ghana, Ben will tell you, we are going to have like a community day and allow the kids to connect with people in different careers and stuff. And we are planning to take them to the university, because here in America, we know that college conversations start so early. They are going on field trips and tours and start to connect with schools that they want to go to. I don't even think there's anything like that going on in Ghana. If it is, I stand corrected. So
it happens, but I think that happens probably around high school, senior high school. So that's when people begin to think about their careers. And also, if you're a kid in the rural community in Ghana, these conversations might never come up until you're probably about to write your exams into uni and all that. And so for these kids, it's a great, they're actually excited to have something like this come their way, because right now, like I said, it's an eye opener for them to explore like different areas. The thing is, in Ghana, when you talk about STEM related jobs, people are thinking, okay, I want to be a doctor, I want to be like a nurse. Nobody really talks about me wanting to be like a pharmacist or biochemist or that kind of stuff, because we our growing up training has been that, oh, these are the only science related jobs that are there, and so that's all everybody seems to want to talk about. And so these kids getting this opportunity have now would get the opportunity to understand that there are other areas that they're probably not looking into. And so right from the the foundation, they begin to build that interest and also understand that yeah, there's so many options for them in the STEM or STEAM area that they can look at, and not just think of doing medicine or going to nursing school, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
thank you.
I'd
Yeah.
add to that, Amos. I think if I could interject something in here, I think that what you're talking about is such an important aspect of getting the kids at every level, whether that's very young or all the way up through school and even after that, in the sense of inspiring them to start to think about themselves in a different way. Inspiring to think about themselves as they're not, just stuck, so to speak. That future has opportunity for them, and imagining themselves in a different role than what their parents were in, or what they see around them in, is really important. And to see folks like Jason and Amos and Benjamin, kids that look like them, that came from similar circumstances, that can, they can relate to that. Those stories are really important to tell to young people, to help inspire them. So in as much as we do need resources, actually some of the storytelling is really important too. And that's one of the areas where, if you have a story to tell, we would love to hear it. We would love to broadcast that out. We have podcasts that we're doing. We're really trying to get in with other areas of people traveling abroad, and it's that idea of inspiration and opening minds really up to what a new future would be that they hadn't considered before, and to see themselves in a new role, or a different kind of situation. And so from a volunteer standpoint, that part of it is our call for volunteers too, is that we would love to elevate your story, or help you tell your story to those kids. That would be really we offer a platform for that.
Thank you. So they've said it's not, we definitely, we are looking for partners, and community partners, corporate partners, because what we are doing, we are trying to fill the gap in the need in the tech field, So this is the time that if you want to really be part of this great initiative, please reach out. And again, if you want to be a guest on our podcast, please email us, and we will be ready to allow people to hear your story and put a face to international education and technology. So I want to, end here. It's 7:25. And if anybody have any last comment before we...
So yeah, the purpose of our organization is not just to expand the boundaries of individuals, but also the education sector in general. We want to move away from traditional modes of education where it's just a teacher talking at you and you memorizing something. We want to get these kids involved in hands-on experiences, because this is what fosters those skills, such as problem solving, creativity, collaboration, engagement, and it motivates them to continue to want to learn.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's what we're about. And
yeah, thank you. Yeah, she hit the nail something. Yeah, because of the baby, my mind can't think straight. I'm just gonna know. But when we come back from Ghana in June, even I know the program manager is like, can we add the American case now? But I'm like, let's wait. So the beauty, the reason why it's called STEAM Exchange is that we want to connect our American kids with the African kids, and then as time goes by and we grow, open it out to different students around the country. As long as they have internet and they have a computer they want to tap in, they can join in and also connect with other NGOs. So if you're an NGO and you want to connect with us, please send us an email, and let's start the whole conversation and planning ahead of time. We want to connect with school district and stuff, after school care, mentor program, and all those organizations. It takes a village, and we are open to work with anyone that want to connect their students or the next generation, not just in their community or what they know, but allow them to connect with other kids around the world. And a day will come that we will say EBI STEAM is going to go to Sri Lanka for our STEAM exchange over there. A day will come that, hey, this year we're going to go to Botswana, So we want to just as time grows and we get enough funding and stuff, we will be traveling with these children and then coming out with all these creative projects for them to do. So we thank you guys for really tuning in and hearing us talk. If you want to join, learn about what more we are doing, please reach out. I keep saying it takes a village, and EBI is going for the gold. So I have to add that we are going for the gold. We want to get our students ready. So I will end here. If anybody have anything, somebody say we introduce Karen. Karen has been on my hip since. She's been a good sport. So anyone have any last comment? The last comment, then we will end this. Okay, so nothing going once. Yeah.
No, I'm excited. Thank you everybody for joining, and thank you and all the work that everybody's putting in. I know sometimes it's really hard to collaborate. So we just keep pushing. I appreciate all the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you, guys. Don't leave. Let me end the broadcast. Thank you.
All right. Thank